So some of you guys know the Brooklyn Mirage had a pretty up and down kind of time, right? Where there was a lot of will they, won't they, a lot of false hope, a lot of pictures of the work that was being done to build the club, a lot of renderings and whatever else it may be, and then finally the club unfortunately shut down. And no, it didn't even open. Actually, it didn't even reopen, and the holding company had been trying to sell it for a while now. And it seems like, according to Brooklyn Magazine, BK Magazine, Avant Gardner, the company that owns Brooklyn Mirage, is being sold to global nightlife brand Pacha. Exclusive. Avant Gardner and Brooklyn Mirage to be sold to global nightlife brand Pacha. So there could be hope yet that Mirage might open. Who knows? It might still use the same specs and architecture. I doubt it. Don't get me wrong. But there could be a solution where the Brooklyn Mirage does open. There could be a solution where it does open. Now, would it open with the same name? I don't know. Would they just call it Pacha New York? I'm not too sure. But I'm curious. But then the other thing I was curious about, what is Pacha's brand about? Because I hear Pacha a lot. I'm not an Ibiza person. I'm mostly a mainland Europe type of guy. I don't really go to the islands when it comes to raving and shit. I know nothing about the Ibiza scene. The only thing I'm aware of is like DC10, Soco Loco type of thing. So I'm not really too sure what Pacha's brand's about. I would assume Pacha's pretty commercial. But then again, sometimes I see the lineups and they're sometimes full of like some undergroundy type of people. So let me just double check this, right? Let's see Pacha RA or resident advisor. I'm curious to see if I am resident, if I'm actually wrong here, because I'm curious to know what type of vibe they're gonna go for. So let me see. Pacha Ibiza. Pacha Ibiza. Let's go to past events. Past events. Let's just see some of the lineups of people that they have in these past events. Last event they had was in October. And they had let's check the lineup here. They had everybody, right? Ben Sterling, Black Coffee, Black Child, Blondish, Calvin Clark, Chris Stussy, Dennis Cruz, East End Dubs, who else here I noticed? Ilaria Elegante, Jamie Jones. Okay, cool. So it's a mix. They did a party for Mal P, or Mal P did a residency or something. They did a Camel Fat Rave. So yeah, a lot of, like, you know, what you deem to be some of the biggest DJs in the scene, and also some, you know, I guess commercial ones. Solomon closing. They did a night with Marco Corolla, Luciano, which is for the old heads, minimal type of shit. They did a Defected label night at Pacha with Eats Everything, Masters at Work, Sam Divine and them lot, another Mal P night. So yeah, a mix basically. So this might be a good fit for Mirage, because Mirage was kind of the same thing. Maybe Mirage had more of the, who's that girl? More of the kind of EDM type people, right? Mirage, when it was about to open, a lot of the lamps were kind of EDM-ish. So this is more like house, deep house, tech house, minimal, you know, kind of vibe. Another Defected night with Henrik Schwartz here. That's a legend. Who else we got here? More Camel Fat. Who else was performing? Sundays with Solomon, Groove Armada. Who else? Marco Corolla, I said before, obviously. So yeah, Gorgon City, Hannah Watts. Yeah, so I think all these people could work. But I don't know if they're US. I don't know. It depends. Let me read the article. Let me go back and read the article. But I think it could work. So because of BK Mag, the Dubai-based holding company for the global nightlife brand Pacha is expected to enter into the deal with Axel Capital Management on Thursday to buy Avant Gardner, to turn its flagship venue Brooklyn Mirage into Pacha New York. Wow! According to industry source, so it won't even be called Brooklyn Mirage anymore. It will be called Pacha New York. Interesting. The deal between Pacha's parent company, Five Holdings, and XR is expected to be, or XR is expected to become official around 2 p.m. on the first day of the new year. The insider said the sales follows a bankruptcy court approval for XR, the longtime lender of Avant Gardner, and acquired the most company's assets, including Brooklyn Mirage, at a bargain following the Chapter 11 bankruptcy. How much they pay for it? The firm promptly sued by Mirage and other lenders over alleged misinterpretations of the financial conditions of the $110 million sale. It's yet another strange and unfortunate turn for the Mirage saga, now seemingly reaching its fated conclusion. The outdoor East Williamsburg venue, which underwent a $30 million renovation. Oh my God, whoever invested in that, you're crying. Last off-season, never opened due to failed safety inspections, and its parent company, after declaring bankruptcy, filed for demolition in the Mirage in October. Shortly after the premise was submitted, the city department building issued objections to Avant Gardner's application for demolition. As of Wednesday, over 2 months later, the objection stamps remain. So if they want to rebuild it, if they want to build Pacha new, they're gonna have to just knock it down and build something new, right? Because I think that was a big problem when they were trying to launch it or open it. They didn't really have a lot of agreements and deals done with the local contractors, and most of them are union people, builders and stuff. And you know, I'd imagine a place like New York, there's a lot of rules and regulations, health and safety things that you have to get right. If you don't, your place ain't gonna open. So yeah, but I'd imagine as well, Pacha's a, you know, big old, you know, they're well-oiled machine. They'll know what to do to get this up and running. A source who asked to remain anonymous said the sale isn't simply a change of ownership, but rather a broader shift of how financial power is reshaping cultural institutions at the expense of music community. Shut up. That's not true. It's a broader shift of how financial power is reshaping cultural institutions at the expense of music community and fans. Bro, if Avant Gardner would have done what they'd meant to do and actually done things correctly, they would have opened the club and it would have been great. The fact that the club didn't open, the fact that they ran into all those issues, had to cancel all those shows last minute, piss off all those fans, is entirely their fault. Whoever buys it now, they can do what they want with it, but the fault remains at fucking Brooklyn Mirage. The fault remains at Avant Gardner and how they've messed up and fumbled this whole situation. Not the person that buys it and does what they want with it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The quote here says, this will have a lasting impact on New York's electronic music market, positioning the Dubai-funded Pacha brand to steamroll independent promoters of the city with inflated talent offers, even while consumers are still owed refunds for Electric Zoo and cancelled Mirage shows. Well, they should have done the job properly then. If they would have run the club properly, if they would have opened it the right way, if they would have done things the correct way, if they wouldn't have wasted the money, if they wouldn't have fucked up the whole rebrand, because again, I'm not even in New York, but I remember reading the sub, the Raves New York sub, and a lot of people were saying that the fucking, the refurb wasn't even necessary. I heard some people in the subreddit saying that the refurb of Brooklyn Mirage was not even necessary. The club was okay the way it was. Needs some improvements here and there, some updates, but that whole real lavish kind of refurb they wanted to do with it, which kind of made it look like, you know, a theater or whatever, it wasn't necessarily necessary. I quite liked it, to be honest. That curved screen thing on the back of the DJ booth, right? I wasn't too mad at it, but it was just excessive. And again, no matter how accessible it is, do what you want, but just follow through the job, get it done, innit? They didn't. They paid the price. Original Pacha nightclub, an iconic venue in Ibiza, previously attempted to create a footprint in New York City back in 2005. The North American branch of the brand operated for 10 years inside a massive building in Hell's Kitchen before shuttering in 2016. The parent company is not less plagued by legal issues. Five Holdings is owned and run by Kabir Mulchandani, an Indian businessman who's arrested in Dubai for accusation of fraud and embezzlement. Yeah, rich people are on the rich people shit. He spent days in jail. I'm curious to see. I think it's going to work better now, though, because I think there's probably more of an appetite for that Pacha sound in America, I would say, as time has gone by. I see a lot more people from that side of things going over there and playing in the States. Bare people. I feel like they're always in America. I feel there's like a huge scene now. I'm not sure what they I think they're called, is it called burners or something? I follow a couple accounts. Most of them are anonymous. There's a huge scene of Twitter accounts who basically all they do is go raving. They go to places like Space Miami and a few other places, and they love listening to, like, you know, tech house, deep house DJs. They follow them all around the world, or all around the country, basically. So I think there's a huge appetite for it. So I think Pacha New York will definitely work way more than it would have worked maybe in the past. Let me actually check out what is Pacha Ibiza's Google reviews like. I want to see, because I've never been there before, but I'd love to know, what does Pacha. Is that the club, right? Cool. It says here, Pacha, a group, is a Spanish group of companies. Let's see what the reviews say of the club. The club is the red one. Is that what it is? Is that where they hold DC10 Circle Loco then? I guess that must be the one. It's red. Okay, cool. Let me see some of the reviews. Pacha. Went to see, this is 2 months ago. Went for Solomon, great music, but overcrowded. I couldn't dance and it was packed. I felt so squished. I kept getting my feet stepped on. And I'm again going to see Rufus and hoping for a better experience. People in rave culture, I'm the same. We're glutton for punishment. We go somewhere, we get treated poorly, we're like, but I'm gonna go again. We all do it. I know I do it, but Come on, man. Update. Ended up going to both Music On and Rufus birthdays and were way better experience. So I suppose it depends on the DJ. Like most events, unfortunately. I think somebody said it the other day, which I don't agree with actually. I think it was who was it? Damien Lazarus said like you get the fans that you deserve, right? As a DJ. I don't think that's true. I think sometimes you're just unlucky and you get horrible fans, or fans are a little bit aggro. They don't really represent you, but they can also ruin your rave. They can also ruin people's experiences and make people think worse of you. So it's one of those ones. Cool. Another person with 5 stars for Pacha said, this is the first club I went to when I was arrived in Ibiza, and honestly it's impressed me the most. The venue looks incredible with sleek designs and atmosphere that immediately puts you in the party mood. The sound system's absolutely top notch. Another big plus was the cleanliness and accessibility of the bathrooms. Yeah, for the bump skis, which is not always the cause in big clubs. Even though it got a bit crowded at some points, I think it's a totally expected in August. One thing I would like to see change is the water situation. Serving it in cans might look cool and trendy, but at first it's not practical for the dance floor. Having to hold a can, it doesn't spill, takes away from the... Then, bro, you're not meant to hold your water the whole time you're dancing, man. Just drink that, man. Drink your fucking water, bro. What the fuck is this? You're so unstandard holding your water like a fucking knob. Just drink it. You know what I mean? Drink it, crush the can on your head, keep it moving. But these are good, they're good reviews here. What I like about this club is it keeps the level of our service over years. Saturday night is the best. Solomon is playing there. This guy's got bare pictures too. Let me see these pictures. This guy's got bare pictures he took at Solomon's. Fuck, you know. So they might do well in New York, you know, because I'd imagine the Ibiza audience is the same type of whoopage you're gonna get in New York. People that want bottle service, they want tables, you know, they want to be treated a certain way. So I think they're gonna be down for it. I think they'll be down for it. Let me put the sound on this clip. Yo, big up Don Dotter in the stream chat. Big up Don Dotter. You have the information. Thank you, Don Dotter. Thank you, Don Dotter, for the information here. Don Dotter in the stream chat. I'm actually happy Pacha bought it. Better than the Live Nation. So many people like to troll Brooklyn Mirage, rightly so, but it's such a needed venue. It's the only outdoor venue in NY that's open sunset to sunrise. Love to hear that. I didn't know that, by the way. Hopefully Pacha NY won't be like Pacha in Manhattan circa 2008. Yeah, don't mess with NYC Department of Building, especially with the fire and life safety codes. Avant Gardner had too much hubris. Okay, cool. The CEO, yeah, true. Okay. So this is somebody that's there on the fucking ground saying that Pacha in New York is gonna be a success if it's run well, if it's done the right way. I think so. I think, like Don Dotter said, this is probably the best outcome. Because imagine if Live Nation bought it. Ooh, you know what I mean? This is the best outcome. Brooklyn Mirage, Avant Gardner tried to do it themselves, independently, whatever, you know, however they tried to do it. Big dreams, big goals. It didn't work. Now let the professionals take over. It looks fun, man. It looks fun. It looks fun. It looks fun. I'm not gonna lie. Cool. Let me see more reviews here quickly and we'll move on. Pacha feels like one of the safest clubs in Ibiza, which really lets you relax and enjoy yourself. The vibe is incredible. I want to see some. Let me see some bad reviews. I see too many good reviews. Let me go to the newest. Is there any bad reviews here? Okay, 1 star. We walked in, we were wowed, but then turned into the worst clubbing experience I've ever enjoyed. We were unsafely packed in with some of the rudest clubbers who are just there to pose and shove you out of the way. Some of the bar staff were vile. Really do need to fix their attitude. We couldn't wait to get to the first bus out of there. Whoa. Any more bad reviews here? Mostly are good. 4 star, 3 star, 2 star. Service. The food, 1 out of 5. Imagine going to Pacha and rating the food, you know. Crazy, bro. He gave the food 1 out of 5, the service 1 out of 5, atmosphere 1 out of 5. He hated it. Bro hated it. Any more bad reviews? I want to see some 2 stars. Okay, 1 star. 1 star from 2 months ago. Unfortunately, the establishment, they closed, even though noted elsewhere, they only come up, shut up, you got in there at the wrong time. But mostly the reviews are good. Cool, very crowded, prices completely inflated. Standard Ibiza thing to me. But everything is good. Everyone seems to enjoy it. So it might actually be a good thing. It might actually be a good thing that Brooklyn Mirage is being purchased by Pacha. It might actually be a good freaking thing. Don't be too fucking negative about it. Don't be too negative. And one last thing, let me check Pacha Ibiza Instagram to see what the vibe is saying over there. This is Pacha official Instagram page. Let me see what they're saying here to check out the vibe and shit. By the way, the interior design is going to be on point. You know it, innit? The interior design is going to be on point. They're going to make that place look fucking phenomenal. Especially if it's an outdoor venue. It's got like outdoor space. They're going to utilize it well, I think. Yeah, that's like a vibe. I'm not going to lie. Pacha was like a fucking vibe, man. Best of 2005 by Sonny Fodera. Yeah, I think New York people are gonna love this, man. I think New York people are gonna love this. Like, imagine if they get a mix of like these, you know, this Armin van Helden was his legend, but imagine if they get like people like, I don't know, David Morales and them, man, to play there. You know what I mean? They kind of tie in some local people, some local legends, some young up and coming people, some people smashing it already. You know what I mean? It'll work. I think it'll fucking work. I'm not gonna lie. I think it'll fucking work. Best of Music On, which is Marco Carollo's night, right? Come on, this will go crazy in New York, bro. Jamie Jones and fucking Marco Carollo. And then one last one. Let's do the Solomon one. Is it Solomon one? Yeah, let's do the Solomon one. What's a good one from him? Solomon back to back with Hob Hobze. Or Job Jobsy, how do you say his name? Apologies. Cool. I love it, man. I'm not mad at it at all. I ain't mad at it whatsoever. Big up fucking Pacha. Big up fucking Pacha. Big up Blood Clot. Pacha. What's this one? Man, that's Sonny Fodera. Yeah, big up Don. So was it? Yeah, with Brooklyn Mirage storefront starting to get to mainstream and turning into old BK Mirage, Pacha NY will help split the crowds up and give more competition to Brooklyn stores. Yeah, I love that. Love that in tech support. I love to hear that. Fair play, man. Fair play. Pacha NY coming to New York very soon. Pacha NY coming to New York very fucking soon.